What's up guys, this is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be going over a great workout with the exact sets and reps you should do for insane arm strength. Now we're going to be going over some different drills and exercises to help quarterbacks increase their deep ball and increase velocity on their throws. So when it comes down to throw velocity and throw distance, it's all about getting to a concept called hip and shoulder, or upper body and lower body dissociation. So that's the same way that a baseball like hitter would generate power, a golfer would generate power, any rotational athlete. You have to be able to separate your upper body from your lower body. Your lower body has to be driving to the target, and the upper body is almost like whipping behind. That creates a concept called torque, and torque is how we get power. So that's going to be, I guess, the main focal point of all of these drills that we're going to be discussing today. So as a quarterback, where we want to ultimately get to is if I'm throwing to a target, let's say it's 10 yards away and I'm trying to throw a bullet to the target. I want to be in a good throwing base, a powerful throwing base. I like to try to stay 60% on the back leg, 40% on the front leg, or even 70 on the back leg, 30 on the front leg. So the reason why I want to stay there is because it's easier for me to keep my weight back on the foot strike to the target. If I step to the target, I want my weight to stay loaded back here. The reason why I want my weight to stay loaded is so I have more range of motion and I can rotate my shoulders back. We call that dissociation. A lot of QBs, when they're trying to create power, they'll push forward to try to get power off their back foot. But the issue is when all your weight's on your front side, you can't rotate your shoulders back. So you end up just throwing all arm, and your hip and your leg are disengaged in the throw. We got to try to keep my foot under my armpit as I step to the target, so my shoulders can go back. So now my hips, my weight transfer goes through, and that whips the upper half through to generate more power for me on my throws. So all these drills will try to focus on that specific topic. So this first drill is going to be called our QB walk. So the rhythm of this drill is going to be front foot, back foot, stride. So you're going to come out here. We need 2 cones set up at about a 10-yard space. You're going to be going 4 sets of 10, and all you're going to be doing is you're going to come out like this: front foot, back foot. Try to stay with your weight back. I call it being stacked. You want your head, knee, and foot to be stacked on top of each other. So it's front foot, back foot, stride. You stride, foot gets down, back foot stays under your back armpit, and your shoulders and hands go back. Then you're going to reset, front foot, back foot, stride, and you're going to take that all the way out for that 10-yard space. So we're going to show you how this thing should look full speed. Also, fellas, before we show that drill full speed, if you are a quarterback and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we're going to be traveling out to 13 more states across the entire country for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camp. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you'd like to sign up. We're going to be coming out next to Phoenix, Arizona. Then we'll be heading out to Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas. Then we'll be coming out to Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington. Then we'll be heading out to Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts. Then we'll be coming out to Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off our tour in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want some more information, want to learn how you can sign up, go to that very first link in the description below. Our first 3 camps that we listed in Phoenix, Charlotte, and Austin are sold out, and the rest of these camps will sell out within the next couple of months. So make sure you take advantage of our availability and the open spots we have. So again, guys, very first link in that description below. We'd love to have you there. Now this next drill is going to help with getting more distance on your deep throws, like a deep post or maybe even a deep fade ball. So this is going to be our 3-part hitch drill. So this drill is going to work on, like, let's say for example, I'm throwing like a fade to the left. Let's say my outside receiver on the left is running a go ball. I'm trying to throw this ball like maybe 40 yards downfield. I drop back, I take a 3-step drop, and we are going to be working on that hitch after the 3-step drop to generate more power and more distance on the throw. So the mistake the quarterbacks make, and this is what this drill is going to be emphasizing, is they'll take a 3-step drop, and because they're going to hitch up, they'll sit and they'll have some weight on their front foot, which is totally fine. But when they hitch up, they leave a lot of weight on their front side. That is what we don't want to do. Remember guys, to get to my proficient mechanical sequence, to be able to generate torque, to be able to have upper body and lower body dissociation, I got to have 60 to 70% of my weight on my back leg, and my back foot's got to be under my armpit. So if I get to there, I stride to the target, shoulders can go back, hips go before the shoulders, and that whip is how I get power. But if I hitch up on my throw and I leave a lot of weight on my front side, even if I try to go back with my shoulders, I physically can't because my weight is too far forward. So my hip, my knee, my foot, everything gets left behind, and it's an arm throw which will decrease the distance you have on your throws. So this drill kind of works on that weight on the front foot and then rocking it back to my back leg. So it's 3 parts. You're going to start out, you use a cone, use a white line, whatever. You're going to have weight onto your front foot like this, and you're just going to replace your feet 3 times. You're going to have a target in front of you about 30 to 40 yards away. That's where you're gonna throw to on the third replace of your feet. And we'll show this full speed in a second. But you're gonna be here, it's replace one. So see how my right foot replaced my left? Then you're gonna go back, replace two. Then you're gonna go back, replace three. And as soon as that third one hits, then you're gonna let that ball go. So we're gonna show you how this thing should look full speed. Now this is gonna be another drill to help quarterbacks get weight to their back leg, because again, when quarterbacks throw, this is more so for like velocity on your throws. So I would say like if you're throwing a, like let's say it's a quick post, we call it a bang 8, because on a route tree, you know, like a 9 is a fade and 8 is a post. The terminology bang 8 is where the wide receiver is essentially running like a 5-step post, so it's very quick, 2 more steps than a 3-step slant. And as soon as he breaks, the ball's gotta be right there. So traditionally, the drop for quarterbacks is like a 3-step drop and throw. So it's you go back, 1, 2, 3, hit your third step, ball is out of your hand. So the mistake quarterbacks will make, and on this drill, you're gonna need to have a partner about 15 yards away directly in front of you. Guys will go back, they'll go back 1, cross over on their second step, and they'll get super heavy, plant on their third, but you're not supposed to hitch on this throw. So when your weight's forward, like we talked about on the last drill, your shoulders can't go back, your back hip, back knee, back foot are all left behind, so it's an arm throw, and that puts a lot of pressure on your arm, guys, if we're just talking about arm health, but also it's gonna decrease the velocity we have. So this drill works on us getting my weight back when I have to throw off of a drop and getting to that stack position, head, knee, and foot in a column on top of each other. So partners 15 yards away, all you're gonna be doing is crossing over and balancing on one foot on like a 3-step drop. So it's gonna be set, go, it's gonna be left, right. You're gonna balance on just one foot. If you fall back, that's okay, just regain your balance. Then you're going to lightly set your front foot down where your heel is not going to touch the ground. Now we're in efficient base, and then you're just gonna throw to your partner. So I recommend on that drill probably about 15 reps. I didn't say how many reps we were supposed to do for that hitch drill a second ago. That would also be 15 reps. So it's 15 of that and then 15 of this. So again, it's left, right, balance on one foot, lightly set down, heel does not touch the ground, and then we throw. So we're gonna show you how this should look full speed. Now this next drill is going to be our cone circle deep ball drill. So this is pretty much exactly how it sounds, guys. We're just gonna be throwing routes to wide receivers from this circle of cones to work on quarterbacks not overstriding. So you can honestly, like, you don't need a receiver actually running a full route. That would be probably the most beneficial thing, but if you just have like your partner, your dad, your brother, standing out there maybe about like 30 yards on like a deep post, 30 yards outside on a deep fade, that would be totally fine. If you have a net, maybe you have a trash can to throw into, that would be totally fine as well. But you're gonna get this circle of cones, and notice how this circle of cones, I would say, if I were to stand in the middle of this, it's probably about a yard wide on each side, and then probably about maybe 2 yards wide forward and back. So all we are going to do is you're going to start at the top of this cone, and you're going to be working just a simple drop, hitch up, and throw. But the reason why we do it from this cone circle is so quarterbacks don't overstride. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that QBs will make on deep throws that limits their power and takes their hips and legs out of the equation, is that they'll drop back, but because it's a far throw, they feel like they gotta push, and they take this long stride, and their feet get really wide outside their frame, so you can't rotate at your hips, guys. Your legs lock up, your leg picks up out of the ground, and that's all predicated on that big, long stride. So this cone circle kind of eliminates that, because don't step outside of the circle. It's simple. So all we're gonna do, and we're gonna show you how this should look full speed. Let's say I got a receiver to the left of me running a deep post. It's gonna be about a 30 to 35 yard pass. I'm just gonna take a quick shuffle drop. It's okay if you maybe get out of the cones a little bit. I'm gonna hitch up and throw, but I cannot step outside of this circle to work on my front foot getting down fast and not having this big overstride. When I take that short stride, my hips can rotate, and obviously as a QB, if I'm rotating at my hips, my core, transferring weight with my legs, that's gonna give me more power on my deep throws. So we're gonna show you how this should look full speed. I recommend probably 8 to 10 throws on the left side and then 8 to 10 throws on the right side. Now fellas, before we show that drill full speed, if you are a quarterback and you would like a 2-month-long workout schedule that you can follow, check out that second link in the description below for our Elite QB training package. What you'll get access to, guys, is daily workouts, like we map it out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for quarterbacks on the field and in the gym. We give you the exact sets and reps and a video example of each drill and each gym exercise so you know what to do. Everything is QB specific. The drills will work on your mechanics, arm strength, accuracy, throwing on the move, throwing routes, everything you need to be an elite QB. So again, guys, second link in that description below. We'd love to get you on that.